And now, listen to this on the Toddcast podcast.
Alter Bridge has been around since 2004. They formed after Creed became inactive in 2003. You had lead guitarist Mark Tremonti, bassist Brian Marshall, and drummer Scott Phillips enlisting Mayfield four-singer, at the time, Miles Kennedy, to front their new project. The following year, 2004, their debut, One Day Remains, hit the U.S. Billboard chart at number 5. As you might imagine, mixed reviews. Over the years, they've put out an album every 3 to 4 years. Their latest, album number 6, is called Walk the Sky, and that came out in October 2019. Right before the release of that, did you catch Mark as a guest of the podcast? We got to talking about a lot of stuff. Binge watching The Boys, Vikings, Game of Thrones, how he's a big fan of the second Judge Dredd movie. Who isn't? He shared his thoughts on legalized marijuana. We talked Iron Maiden and Fraley's Comet. Have aliens visited Earth? We talked about superhero movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor. And he shared an amazing career highlight story of playing the Royal Albert Hall with the Symphony Orchestra. And Mark talked about his love of Metallica's Master of Puppets album, one of the best all time. Listen to this.
That's my favorite record of all time.
I mean, that's a flawless record almost.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I've heard it thousands of times.
Yeah, same. Best track on that record, what do you think?
For me, it's Orion. That's the one that brings me back to my childhood the most. I was always a huge fan of Metallica instrumentals, and I was really bummed on the Black Album that there wasn't one on there, because I was kind of Call of Cthulhu from Ride the Lightning was another one of my favorite Metallica songs. It was just, always, I thought they did those very well.
Listen to this on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Tedco RV Supplies in Langley, an ICBC-approved repair shop. Find them online at TedcoRVSuppliesInc.com.
You've watched them from the outside your whole life. On TV, on stage, on the cover. The success that always looks like it happened to someone on a different planet. But what if it didn't? I'm Evelyn, and I've spent over 25 years in entertainment, producing for some of the biggest names in Hollywood. And here's what I learned. The distance between you and them, it's a lot shorter than anyone's letting on. On my podcast, Reppin', I sit down with the people you've been watching, and I ask them who they actually are. Not the brand, the person. Where they started, what it cost them, what almost broke them. Their grit, their courage, their resilience, and the lessons they've learned, it's all yours for the taking. Reppin', wherever you listen.
Goodbye, Kyle!
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlatta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.
Now, before you go hunting for something else to listen to, let me make it easy. I'm Mike Carruthers, host of a podcast called Something You Should Know. And I speak with experts about fascinating things that affect your life, from human behavior, relationships, health, science, and everyday mysteries. We've been downloaded millions of times because every episode teaches you something you'll be talking about later. Open up Something You Should Know and give it one episode. You might just find your new favorite podcast.